Red Nation, are we here? The best show for Chicago sports. Oh my God!
Ayo. 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 What is good, everybody? It is your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. How y'all feeling today, Chicago? We got a lot to get to today. Are the Bears being cheap or smart in free agency is the question on the table today. It was a great debate sparked by Kid in the chat, and so we wanted to get into that as well. Also, we didn't get the opportunity to break down Deshaun Watson to the Cleveland Browns. What the heck is going on there? Now, where does Baker Mayfield go? What is going to happen with that? And then, hey, that was a tough week for us, wasn't it, Bulls fans? That was a tough week for us, wasn't it, Bulls fans? But listen, you got to move past it. Are the Bulls still a threat in the Eastern Conference? I am your host, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Welcome into the Windy City Breeze Live. We do this show daily. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell, man. It's the only channel to talk Chicago sports. How Chicago talk. So make sure you get in tune with us. As we're getting into this, man, coming back from the weekend, March Madness is maddening out here. We welcome into the chat the man, the myth, the legend, man, formerly known as Ringo J, Mr. Stefan the Don is in the building. Steph,
What's happening? What's happening?
All wrong in this mug, man. What's going on in this mug, man, right here? How about that? Bow, look at that.
What's going on? What's happening?
What's going on with you, my boy? How you feeling, man? How was the weekend?
You know what, man? It was good. You know, chill with the fam. You know, watch some of the games. On both ends, let me tell you, the officiating is horrible.
Oh my, bro! Did they go get NFL refs for this?
Fam, I don't even think it's NFL at this point. Like, I don't know what was going on. I was watching the end
they
of
got
the
the
Arizona
replacement
game.
joints from Russ rookie year.
I was watching the end of the Arizona game, Joe. Buddy came off the pick, and bro, he just moved out the way. Yeah, all right. And then you was finna just have him get delayed for the game. I'm like, oh, so we not calling nothing.
Bro, couldn't believe what I was watching in the college games this weekend, bro. And normally, this is the thing, right? Normally, college is not officiated poorly. Normally, college is kind of like, listen, I know what I'm getting into here. I know what's gonna be the outcome. Let's just play this game. It's going to be a hard-nosed game. It's going to be back and forth. There's going to be a lot of fighting. That's how this game's going to go. Dog, my mind was blown at what we saw in college basketball this weekend. The fact that they were just like, hey, let it happen, dog. And by the way, how they're officiating Kofi Cockburn, and know what? He played well enough. I'm going to call him by what the officials call him. How they're officiating Kofi Cockburn is disgraceful. Because he's big, he should be able to play through the contact. That's disgraceful. Is it a foul or not?
It's a foul.
Is it a foul or not? He's getting held on every play, man. Dog, it kills me every single time, bro. Kills me every single time, man. Hey, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. God, Illinois is out. That one pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. But hey, we got football to talk, my guy, because a lot of Bears fans feeling like not enough money is being spent on pieces that could change this team or that they believe could change this team. Where are your thoughts on that? Starting this thing off, man, do you believe that the Bears are being cheap or being smart with how Ryan Poles is spending the money?
To be honest, I see. So I know we was talking about it in the chat, and I didn't respond. I mean,
that's what really sparked it. Yeah,
I see where Poles is trying to go with it by not. What's up, Baki? I see where Poles is trying to go with it by not cash strapping himself, getting into bad contracts. The only caveat to that is the money is going up.
Yeah.
Next season. And I'm just of the mindset you have to be able to now fill out a team where at least one, you're competitive, and free agents will be able to be like, yeah, Justin had a solid season, so if I'm at least there, I know that we could take this to I know that we could take this to the next level.
Yeah.
So essentially, if he's standing back not doing that, you just telling Justin to work with what he's got. Now, is that gonna work itself out down the line? Maybe he might have an excellent year this year. I mean, I seen the video of the release. He's getting that mug out quick.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Got me a little excited, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. He's slaying. Yo, he throwing that
I
much.
was like, is that Gunslinger 4 right there? On that, and you got to swap the throwing motion of your boy be moving too.
Definitely gotta swap the throwing motion. But it's
Gunslinger
just
4. I just
he has
to.
Yeah, absolutely though. But like,
bro, it was weird too, because like the arm was back here, the ball was out, and then you saw the follow through.
Right,
I was like, what the heck is that?
But it was quick though. Like
it was so snappy, man. If y'all haven't had a chance to see it yet, go check out Justin Fields' new throwing motion. And I get, you know what? I get what this is the thing, right? Now we got to hear Tony Romo all year break down the side-by-side film, where in one he's looping it, and where in the other he's throwing down. Like, it's like, okay, Romo, like, all right, we get it. You play quarterback in the NFL.
If you want anybody breaking it down, it's him.
Bro, Tony cracks me up because he's like that guy that like he gets excited whenever the quarterback does something, because that's the position that he knew. You know what I'm saying? But if it's on the defensive side, he's like, yeah, good tackle right there by 54. Like, you don't even know buddy's name, brother. Like,
nah, I don't know his name. That's not what I got paid to do. Nah, but it's like I could see him standing pat, but it's just gonna backfire in the long run.
Yeah,
maybe because everybody's getting prepared for the Bears to not have a good season. Anything that exceeds that, that's a W. But in a free agent's mind, what is what is going to be the key for them to come in to be like, yes, I want to play, and then I want to play for this team with that quarterback, because it all goes back to what I said, right? He stands back, the salary cap goes up, but the Bears have a bad season. Now you're going into a year 3 with Justin, where year 3 is like the like everything hasn't clicked, but I'm at least taking strides with my quarterback, or I know if that's the next elite dude, I need to come here to play.
The big thing for me is like, who are you?
It's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, the big thing for me is like, who are you getting beat out by for these players? Are they overpaying? Like, Bears re-signed DeAndre Houston Carson.
Hey, the Bengals got a whole new offensive line.
Bro, the Bengals legit got a new offensive line. You weren't getting La'el Collins. You know why? Because they just won a Super Bowl. Or they just were in a Super Bowl. Like, that's a situation I can go to and say, hey, only thing you were missing was an offensive lineman. Hey, guess what I do well?
No, they got 3.
I understand you have to pay for these guys, but he got 3 years, $30 million to be a tackle over there. A very I would say team-friendly deal, $10 million a year for a tackle, not bad. Here's the thing. He's got to pick you. Like, it's not like you can say, hey, let's go get him. He's got to pick you. Mm-hmm. And so, like, there's a lot this team has to build out, and I think the Bears are kind of in that eval year. They want it like they want to see if these pieces are put in place, what the team can do. And so now you've got your starting center. Here's the thing. As much as we may not want it, you do have to evaluate Tevin Jenkins. Can he? And it seems like they're going to let him play it. Can he be our starting left tackle? You know why? Because if he's your starting left tackle going into next season, he's on a rookie deal. I don't have to pay him stupid money. Hey, can Larry Bourne be our starting right tackle? You know why? Because if he has to get paid, he's on a rookie deal. So now you're going into next season with potentially what, 120, 130 million dollars?
135 almost.
And all of a sudden, I don't have to put that money into my offensive line as much as we thought because these two young guys played out.
And that's the caveat to it, right? Because
now look, I don't like it.
I'm very
I don't
high
like it.
on.
I'm not gonna cat with you. I don't like it. I would rather have somebody.
Hey, like I said, it's a 50-50 thing.
You know what I'm saying?
If it work, it work. If it don't, if it don't.
But I also like not overpaying for guys. Like everybody's freaking out that we didn't get Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju went to a team where he essentially told you, hey, I'm not a number one. In fact, I might be a number 3. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, that's facts.
That's the one name that a lot of people were looking at. He signed with the Chiefs.
Bro, for $3 million. Hey, it's really for $3 million, by the way.
Yeah, he got to hit a bunch of incentives to get the 10.75.
Hey, and look, he ain't hitting them incentives.
And that's my thing, right? Like, are we overpaying for guys or not? Like, I like Juju coming in. I thought, you kind of go to the Denver Nuggets route where you don't have a star on there, but you have guys that can produce. Justin Fields can turn these guys into a star if he's the quarterback we think he is. So I was cool with bringing Juju in. But Juju literally looked at the options he had and was like, you know what? I'm going to go be a number 3 over here. Like, that's interesting. Like, that was an interesting move to me to see him, somebody who 3 years ago, when Antonio Brown left, said that he could be a number 1. Now, 3 years later, kind of saying, I just kind of want to be a part of a system.
I don't know. Him, I always thought he was an interesting case because, like you said, bro, I mean, you up under AB.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to be learning something at that point. I feel like the Chiefs move was a cop out. Try getting him off TikTok with Jackson Mahomes, and maybe
hey, we know why he went there. We know why he went.
Hey,
him and Jackson Mahomes are unmatched.
Making TikToks pre-game.
Hey, he ain't worried about his catch numbers. He worried about them view numbers.
hey. Come on, man.
It's gonna be the thing that, and listen, you always pay in free agency, right? You always pay to the point. And shout out the kid in the chat, man. We see you, my boy. Feel better, man.
Hey, bro, get better, bro.
Yeah, feeling a little under the weather, man. So shout out to my brother, man. But nah, even just pulling up for the chat, shout out to him, man. Killing the game out here. Look at that hairline in the picture, crispy. But no, you're coming into a season, right, where you need to know who's going to be here next year, who's worth paying. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that usually comes with a season where y'all suck. The Bears, I thought, and not even suck, right? Suck's probably the wrong word with it. The Bears are building their team to where they can be carried by their backs, and Justin can kind of be that rookie QB, though he's not, but be that rookie QB development-wise in this system where he doesn't have to do too much, where his talent can put you over the top. And you saw that in the Bears signing what's the fullback name? Good Lord. Now all of a sudden I can't remember him.
Is it it was the dude from I know his name.
Give it a
start with a B. Last name with a B, right?
Kier Blazingame.
That's what his name is. Yeah, him.
But it's a I don't view it as the Bears are being cheap. I view it as the Bears are changing how they want to build their team.
When was the last time they had an actual fullback?
a while ago.
Hey,
Who was our last fullback? Oh God.
Hey, who was the last Bears fullback?
It's been since probably Lovey, dog.
Jeez.
Because we haven't run that kind of offensive system. Hold on. A legit fullback? Michael Burton might be the last Bears fullback, dog. Ryan Nall, that's right. Ryan Nall. Well, not Ryan Nall was Ryan Nall a running back?
Man,
Ryan Nall was kind of more running back,
bro.
That's not really. Not really. It might have been Michael Burton, bro.
It was Michael Burton.
Listen. It's been a while. That's all you need to see. Hey, you see all the names that Muzz are put. I think it was Michael Burton. But you see the names people are putting in the chat right now? Like Ryan Nall was definitely, I think, a running back. But it's one of those where this team is going to play a completely different style of offense, and you're building it for that. And so we have to get they're looking for a ton of deep weapons. They're looking for they're looking for running back help. They're looking for fullback help. They're looking to make the job easy on Justin, like you do with a young quarterback. You don't want to put the world on his plate. I'm not saying you take everything away from him, but right now you're trying to figure out if Justin Fields can play. This is an evaluation year for your young quarterback who, listen, Bears fans, flashes, sure. Mitch showed me flashes.
Mitch gave you a year.
Guess what? Name me any Bears quarterback. They've shown me flashes. Remember when we thought Caleb Haney was an answer? Y'all remember that? Yeah, remember. I'll give you recent. Remember when Nick Foles was the answer? Remember when, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I told y'all that wasn't the answer. We said right.
Hey, listen. I thought you got that man in there and he was running a system that he already knew, but Foles got in there. He was like, "Hey, this ain't it."
Nah, bro. Because he basically told you, he was like, "Fam, we have no." I'm like, "Oh well, we getting them off a Super Bowl." I'm like, "Bro, the Eagles had 4 All-Pros."
Hey, you definitely got a block. But
he had time. He had time
and opportunity. Right? It's one of those where I'm looking at how these players play the game. And this is different, right? Cornelius. I love this comment. And it is valid. He needs a number 1 receiver.
I think Mooney is that dude though.
We'll see. Darnell Mooney.
Because in the throwing videos, Mooney he's been working out with Mooney this summer.
Oh, he's been working out with Mooney. Mooney's his go-to guy for sure. But here's the thing, right? You can tell if somebody's making the throws and the receiver's the reason that it's not getting done. Mm-hmm. Right? You can tell if, like, I'm hitting you in the hands and you got bad hands. That'll tell us a lot there. But it'll also tell us, hey, listen, Justin is developing. Justin's reading a defense. Justin's hitting his receivers in the right spot. When you can't do that is when you don't have an offensive line to keep him standing. Now, I hope Mooney's the number 1. My biggest fear with Mooney's that guy that you really can't have the 50-50 ball with, and we see him come down with it consistently based on his size, unfortunately. But, okay, is he one of those small stature wide receivers that's the number 1? Guess what? Tyreek Hill's the number 1. Now, Travis Kelce's the real number 1 on that team. Tyreek Hill's the number 1.
Time out, though. Tyreek is an anomaly. That man got a 50-inch vertical.
Yeah, okay, but you know what I'm saying though. Those guys who are can he take that leap?
Oh no, yeah, most definitely.
That's what it comes down to. Can he take that leap? Right. So, like, to me, you can go get a wide receiver. Say we do draft Christian Watson number in the 2nd round. Okay, guess what? We just got a 6'4" wide receiver who's got a 4.3 40. That's where you start. But this is all about development this season. This is all about how this team is going to move into the right direction. How this team is going to, what pieces are you going to see the season after this one that are still going to be here? Because I'm going to be real with you, right? To me, this is an Eddie Jackson development year. Hey, listen, let's see if you really are that dude or if you just like to, run your mouth and not tackle. This is what do we got on this defensive line that we like? This is what do we got on this offensive line that we like? I'm going to tell you this right now. Tevin Jenkins is going to get all of the run he wants. Tevin's going to get all the run he wants.
And they're absolutely going to try to give it to him.
And here's the thing, right? This is the biggest question mark with Tevin Jenkins. Can he stay healthy for a full season?
Hey, we gonna find out.
Can he stay healthy for a full season? Because guess what? His last 2 football years, college and pro, he hasn't. So you come out of this season looking at your starting left tackle saying, he got hurt again, y'all. It's the back again. It's the knee. It's the whatever it is, right? Back is everything. Your core is everything. Your core is it can affect your knees. It can affect your feet. It can affect your upper body, everything. And so, like, to me, I'm looking at Tevin Jenkins as, hey, can Tevin play a full season and maybe develop a little bit? Not can Tevin play at a superstar level this season? Like, that's your biggest question with Tevin Jenkins to me. So, to me, like, if we're talking about are the Bears cheap or are they being smart, I think you have to evaluate what you have on this team already. I think you have to evaluate what players are here that are worth keeping around. And guess what? They Ryan not Ryan Poles, what's his name? Dude that did the freaking the one that went through like the GM searches. Bill Polian. Bill Polian told you, hey, y'all got 5-6 players maybe. Y'all got 5-6 players maybe on this team right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest question right now. That's where you look at this team and you say, hey, do we have more than 5-6 players? Because I'll tell you this right now, there was talent that got on the field last season that we looked at the end of the year and was like, wait, this dude can play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I looked at it too, like, cause I feel like this kind of flew under the radar. I think he plays linebacker. I think he plays right in. But David Ojabo got hurt during this pro day, toward the Achilles. Mm-hmm. I don't know. He might drop in the draft. I don't know if he might. I think he is. I think he is. He tore his Achilles. I don't know how far he falls.
You think that's a stash piece?
Bears might have to look into that.
The thing with Ojabo is, like, his talent is good enough. He might still go high.
Oh no, he's definitely that dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like, his talent is good enough. Like, somebody might say, hey, let's keep him around. Hey, let's keep him in the building. Is your dad in the room with you? Duh, that man sound like he was in the room with you. Like, hey,
bro, it's just the mugs that's naturally loud. You tell me
put the fish on the grill.
They just don't.
It sounded like, hey, put the fish on the grill. Did you get it? Put the fish on the grill. What?
Wait.
What? But it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, going into the draft this year, even, I like what the Bears have done in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they've made these smart picks. Because here's the thing, right? You look at Lucas Patrick. Say Lucas Patrick is a starting center.
Right.
You got him for 2 years, $8 million. You just saved a ton of money. If not even if he's a great starting center, if he's just a legitimate glue guy piece starting NFL center, that's $8 to $10 million a year. And that's not like if he can actually play, because he comes in with an advantage that none of the rest of this team does. He comes in with the advantage that he knows the system. So if he can actually play on top of that, now you just got this man for $8 million for 2 years with $4 million guaranteed. You could have guaranteed the full $8, give him the Deshaun Watson treatment.
Yeah, nice.
Like that is like I like that kind of move, and I know people are looking at it as this is the you got to spend more, you got to do more. Money don't always mean better player. How many times have we seen a player come into this mug and he's supposed to be this great player because we paid him all this money and he didn't live up to that potential?
Hey man, sure. I mean, Jags gave Christian Kirk 75 mil, so hopefully it worked out for him. Hopefully it worked out for him. But hey, case in point,
that's what you call the bag, my boy.
Hey, and that's the thing that I'm not gonna say Ryan doesn't know what he's doing, but he's like you could tell he's looking at it like, I wouldn't have gave this dude 84 mil, I wouldn't have gave him what you paid him.
Yeah, like
because these are second tier players, possibly to him. Now, if Christian Kirk somehow gets to the Jags and goes beyond that, cool. But as of right now, he's like next year is basically where we're gonna make our bank.
Yeah.
So hopefully right now we just gonna rock with what we got and trust the process. And if this is the long game and then it just happens to work out like that, you know where they get everybody that they're looking for, and this Bears team comes in ready. Hey, then he played it right. He made it.
And this is the thing, right? And I want to ask everybody in the chat. Ringo's he's a Giants fan, so his whole life is the long game.
Hey, I'm a Giants fan. Hey man, I want the Bears to do good.
Well, this is the question, right?
I love my city, man.
Do you? Yeah, we don't really know about that. Do you? I love my city. Hey, see, this is how it starts, right? This is how it starts. We've heard a little wheeze, couple of wheeze. We need to do, and then all of a sudden, I love my city, man. I'm telling y'all, dog. Hey, real talk. If Ringo converted fan bases, would y'all be mad? If Ringo converted fan bases, would y'all be mad?
Listen. The only I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be honest. The only if we was really talking about it, the only team I would actually convert to. Well, I had to be the Bulls. Well, no, matter of fact, no. It'll be the Sox.
Yeah, but you're a Cubs fan. That don't count. No, you can't switch that fandom, dog. You can't switch that fandom. No, that's you. That's your Chicago fandom.
See, it's tough. Y'all be ready to jump off a bridge after the first quarter with the Bulls. And then the Bears is just bad.
Hey, listen. If we're talking about bad, though, I mean,
I'll go with the Bulls, though.
If we're talking about bad, I mean,
it'll be the Bulls.
Bad is the Giants right now.
I had a Miami, not a Miami, but I had a D-Wade Bulls joint. I had a D-Wade Bulls joint.
I mean, I understand. I'm just saying, it's a little.
Yeah, but last time I checked, Kid said y'all don't claim him because he's from Robin.
I think Kid just don't claim him. I think most people claim that D-Wade is from Chicago. You know what it is, though? It's because he was a Bulls fan.
Facts.
It's because he was a Bulls fan that people claim him. So it's not crazy. It's White Sox Nation here, baby. Baseball's back. Baseball's back, baby. We in this mug. Hey, I am not as confident as I was coming into this season. I'll tell you that much right now. Hey, I'm looking at who the Twins are getting. I'm like, hey, yo, what's going on over there? No, I want to pose this question to the chat, though. Are y'all prepared for this year to be a struggle if it means that we're not going to have 1 year of success? How many teams have we had that have been, hey, boom, 2018, boom, 2011, boom, 2006, boom, 85? Like, that's a very different thing. To build a perennial successful team, to build a team that's going to consistently be in it, you got to go through them struggles.
I mean, the one thing I can say is that championship teams ain't built overnight. That's the one thing I can say. Like the Bengals, that was a total anomaly. That just like everything aligned. Everything aligned for what they was trying to do. They spent some money in free agency. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm glad that you highlighted this comment because the Bengals struggled, but it's like everybody after that knew. Trey Hendrickson knew.
Yeah.
All the free agency pickups they made. I'm trying to play with Joe Shiesty. I'm trying to play with Joey B.
Yeah.
They got Jamar Chase. Or they got that connection. I know what that connection looked like. That was national championship.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna keep saying it. Like Jamar Chase's tape was good enough for him to sit out and still be drafted for. They know my work already.
That's gonna be David Ojabu, by the way. Hey, that man is still a top 15 pick in my book.
I'm hurt. Y'all know what I do.
Bro, that man is still a top 15 pick in my book, man. I'm not gonna
do.
lie. But Bears fans, y'all,
it's like they knew.
Yeah.
They was like, we got guys in the room that's ready to win now, that's on rookie contracts that can contribute.
Yeah.
And we feel like Joe can absolutely take us to the next step. Because you got to remember, too, before he got hurt, the talking that, what did he play his first year? 6 games? He was already breaking rookie records.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he would have. He probably would have broke some all-time Bengals records if he had played his full rookie season.
Yeah, like, so I'm with it as long as Justin improves. I'm cool. The wide receiver signings we gotta see, and it's gonna tell me, and really it's gonna tell me a lot about Mooney and the offensive line because you don't know about Tevin. They switching some things around. It looks nice. Tim Patrick is gonna play center. Is Mooney gonna be that number one? We gonna find out. Everything is technically gonna go hand in hand this year because, like you said, you got to figure out who you paying. You got to figure out who you're not paying.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
To me, it's 50-50.
For sure. For sure. It's gonna be an interesting year. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm fully prepared for a 5-win season.
Hey,
I'm fully prepared for a 5-win season. And this is the thing. This is the part that y'all have to remember, right? Because it's like you have to. There's a lot of people that think for Justin to be good, you need to have a 8 to 9 win season. That's not true. I've watched how many quarterbacks have we seen where the quarterback is not the issue. The quarterback's playing great. It's just an awful defense. The quarterback's getting the job done. The offense is getting the job done. There's just not a good. No way you can stop the team from scoring more than you. So like that's a real possibility coming into next season. Like I think the Bears offensively are going to be better because I think that they're going to use that kind of what the Packers used last season. If you want to be, to me, what you're going to see from the Bears now, of course, minus Aaron Rodgers, is what the Packers used last season with how they used Aaron Jones and what's the other one?
Aaron Jones
and
and
the
AJ
other.
Dillon.
And AJ Dillon. Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. That's what I expect to see from them. Like, I expect to see a ton of run. I expect to see David Montgomery touching the ball 20 times. I expect to see a lot of fullback usage, especially coming out of the backfield.
And then Khalil Herbert, too. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm mad high on Khalil Herbert. I'm not going to lie.
I'm
like
high
Khalil
on him.
Herbert.
Guess what? He's going to be the reason that David Montgomery don't get paid in 2 years or in a year.
Not David Montgomery. Freaking Khalil Herbert. I'm not saying that he's Tony Pollard, but bro, it's at least mad similar. You just got to get that man a run.
Even with that, hey, I'm high on him. I can find that guy too. I bet you we can find that guy in the 5th round this year.
Oh no, absolutely.
That's a good comparison there. Now I don't know about Aaron first year in their system. Like, he was still throwing dots. If we get Aaron first year in their system, what was that? That was like 24 and like 5 or something like that. Like, he had his worst touchdown to interception ratio in like 10 years with it. Let me see Aaron Rodgers stats. It was the down year. The first year they got there, 26-4, 4,000 plus yards. Just broke 4,000 with 4,002 yards. Hey, if we get that from Justin Fields, I need y'all to understand he's a god in this city now. If Justin Fields,
talk to me, bro.
If Justin, my game travels. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Justin Fields gives me a 26-4 season with 4,000 yards. First off, because he's doing it in Chicago, Jordan may be right. That's an MVP. Like, we're sitting here talking about, hey, is Justin Fields the NFL MVP? Like, the Bears got a quarterback. Like, we don't know how long this is gonna last. So that's one where, like, I'll take that. Like, and I understand this. That's a down year for Aaron Rodgers. That's a down year for Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, what he say? Hey, most of your favorite quarterbacks.
Career years.
Yeah, he said most of your quarterbacks' career years is just something that I don't know.
So I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I'm preparing mentally for a long season. I'm preparing for a season where I think Justin still is gonna be improved. I'm preparing for a season where the Bears' offense is gonna start to move into the right direction. But I'm also preparing for a season where they're not going to be able to stop anybody on the other side. Let's be real. On the defensive side, Roquan Smith, Jalen Johnson, maybe Eddie Jackson, Robert Quinn. The names we signed got to prove it to me. They were pieces. They were, hey, stand out there. We need you to stop the run right here. That don't mean you're a starter. Hopefully you're a every down player.
I don't remember. I definitely think next season, since everybody fully expects the Bears to be trash, we just need to get a clipboard of like Justin Fields stats after every game.
Yeah.
Hey, we're trash, but he's improved.
And that's all you hope for, dog. That's all you hope for. That, like, legitimately, all I'm hoping to see this year is Justin Fields improvement, the offensive improvement, and a defense that maybe is, give me top 20. You could be 19. You give me a top 20 defense, I'm going to say, okay, we got some pieces here that are moving into the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We got some pieces here that they didn't identify that are actually really good pieces and are playing better in this system. So it's going to be interesting to see, man. There was a lot of movement around the NFL like the second we got off of live. That's how it always goes, man. First off, please like the video if you guys are in here, man. Subscribe to the page. We talk about these Chicago teams on a daily basis. If y'all missed it, man, we listen. My Bulls have irritated my soul, but that's why they're the last topic today.
Dog,
But if y'all want to see what kind of Chicago fandom we got, bro, if y'all want to see what kind of Chicago fandom we got, yeah, check out the latest.
I'm actually mad. I missed that line. That mess was funny, bro. Hey, when I tell you I watched that clip,
I was broken, bro.
About 10 times.
Bro, I was broken, bro.
Hey,
They broke me. They broke me in that game, bro.
Dog, I'm like,
they broke me in that game. They broke me in that game, bro. That one hurt. That one hurt, bro. I'm not even gonna stuck with you. Because it was like we couldn't come back. We came down, we knocked down a 3, we went down on the other end, and then Devin Booker immediately knocked down a 3 right back in our face on another wide open corner 3. I couldn't even. Yeah.
Oh man.
That one broke me, dog. That one broke me. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we right back in it tonight, man. We right back in it tonight. Jordan, shout out to you, my boy. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with us.
I appreciate you, man.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going on the NFL talk. Deshaun Watson's on the Browns.
Yeah.
What the heck happened there?
Hey, I'll tell you what happened. 230 of them things.
Hey, bro, we got off the live, bro. Bro, we got off the live. I'm talking about maybe 30 minutes.
30 minutes to an hour at least.
Bro, and it was like Deshaun Watson is excluding everybody. The Browns are out. We had a full debate on Baker. The Browns are now out of it. Baker Mayfield's upset. He's going to Atlanta. Where does Matt Ryan go? And then, like, all of a sudden, in the time span of us doing that, the Browns got on the phone and was like, hey, what if we just gave you that $230 million off top?
Bro, because the thing is, they said the Browns was out.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, they said the Browns were out. So it's like they came in. They came in and was like, hey, why don't we just give you that $230 million up front? What did you think about that? What?
Hey, he turned around like, huh?
You ever seen that dude on TikTok that's just like, what? Like the little cowboy dude with the hat? Shout out to Tanner in the building with the super chat, man. He said Deshaun Watson got the bag. I will wear those ugly uniforms too for that price. Good Lord.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. The only one they got that I rock with is the all black with the brown you dig on it. Yeah. I think it's like the alternate. The orange you dig. I think it's like the alternate uni.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I mess with.
Bro,
that one in the orange and the black.
My mind was blown. Not at the money, because to me, like, listen, if I'm hitching my wagon to Deshaun Watson, hitch the wagon to Deshaun Watson. And the Browns absolutely hitched their wagon to Deshaun Watson. But my mind was blown that this is the first time a team had did. Like, I had to sit down and think about it. I was like, this is really the first time a team's ever done that. Like, guaranteed full. Like, Aaron Rodgers didn't even just get a full guarantee. And so to me, now I'm excited. I'm like, what is Deshaun Watson going to do? By the way, quickly calling the Browns on Madden next season. I don't like that. Deshaun was my guy.
Hey, you got Josh Allen, my dude.
Hey, you know Deshaun was my guy. Hey, you dang right I got Josh Allen. I'm keeping the deal.
Hey, listen, look at it. He want that old thing back. Okay.
Hey, I want that old thing back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, he was showing leg in the draft and Ryan Pace wasn't looking. I want that old thing.
To be honest, though, I'm not going to hold you. I really don't know who I'm picking. But I'm definitely going to the AFC.
Hey, I don't really know who I'm picking, but it's definitely the Browns. But
I really don't, because the Chargers look nice.
Hey, Chargers is nasty out here too, man. But no,
I'm definitely going to the AFC West next season.
How does this change the landscape of the AFC?
The
AFC's wild, by the way. Like, dog, I get why Tom Brady came back. Tom Brady's might moonwalk into the championship.
Hey, he was in there with the tiptoeing in my Jordan.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady could legitimately moonwalk into the Super Bowl and
Bro,
compete.
because I thought he was at least going to go to the Falcons to give him some type of con. That man was like, nah, I ain't even. Now we're going to the Browns. Like, what?
So here's the question, right? How does the landscape of the AFC, and I guess you could say, no, you know what? Here's the thing. The AFC kind of sticking with it, right? Because now you're going to see Baker move. Now Atlanta's kind of like, we didn't get Deshaun. It seems like they're in rebuild mode because now they're taking calls on Matt Ryan. He could be in the AFC coming into next season, going over to the Colts. Matt Ryan to the Colts.
What are the Colts doing? Is my question though. Like,
well, you know what? Here's the thing, right? You knew you were out on the Deshaun deal. Is this what it was all about? You got to wait because there might be a game. Matt Ryan is still a game-changing quarterback.
No, he is. I'll give him that.
Matt Ryan's still a game-changing quarterback. You're still putting them behind an offensive line that I'm gonna be honest with you, right? They lost Eric Fisher. They might get better from that. Like Eric Fisher was awful over there. So they might actually get.
It's the best possible place to go with him age, though. I mean,
and this is the wild part, dog. Like, guess who's interested in them? The Bears. Of course we are. But so like to me, like,
wait, Matt Ryan?
No, Eric Fisher.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, come on now.
Yeah, instant letdown. You see how that was? But to me, like, this is the time for the Colts, right? Because the Colts can. I think they're gonna have their quarterback maybe today, dog. Like, I think they get a deal done today to make a move to get Matt Ryan or to make a move to get Baker Mayfield. Which quarterback do you think fits best where for the quarterback? Not even just so much for the team, but for the quarterback. Like, do you see Baker fitting better or his career going in a better trajectory out in wait. Is Baker a part of the because it was a trade, right? Is Baker going to the Texans?
No. They already said he's not. He's not.
Okay, so Baker's still on the dang. They still get to trade Baker. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So where does Baker?
Is the wild part that nobody's talking about. They also freed up an additional $30 million in cap space. I don't know how they did it.
Hey, what PSA? Creative accountant at his best.
hey, because I know they reworked a little bit of a Amari Cooper deal. So now, like, instead of paying him $20 million, they're gonna pay him $15 million.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was me, if I'm the Colts with the roster I got, I think Matt Ryan fits a little better just because of his decision making.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Ryan can still throw that ball better than anybody. I mean, and they got the weapons, they got the run game, they have the offensive line, so I don't expect them to really be getting hit that much. I think it's just purely based off decision making that I think he would be better for the Colts. And if I was Baker, I don't know, Panthers maybe. I don't know. I mean, if I'm him, I want to go to the Colts because that's the hot job. But I feel like if if he misses out on that, I don't know where you go because I don't know what Atlanta does.
Yeah. And here's the interesting thing, right? Matt, they're taking calls on Matt, and the super producer Joel Holt says they're talking extension. I haven't heard that one, but they're taking calls on Matt because Matt gets a $7.5 million bonus. If he's still on the roster after 3 p.m.
he's gonna
today.
get the bonus tomorrow.
It'll be if he's on the roster by 3 p.m. today, Central Time, 4 p.m. their time. If he's on the roster by 3 p.m. today, he gets his bonus, and his deal could improve if the team opts to keep him to $48.67 million. So it's going to be interesting to see, dog. I don't know what the move with Matt Ryan is. Like, to me, I would love to see Matt Ryan out of Atlanta just to give him a shot at the Super Bowl. And I think there's teams out there that you put them on. There's teams out there, right, that they could compete this year. Even Baker. Like, even with Baker, there's teams out there right now that you could compete with this season. I don't know if we want to send Baker to Atlanta, though. Baker, Baker's one of them with like Baker trying to go to the most hood spot just so he get invited to the cookout.
Nah, but see, you only invite. See, that's the thing though. You only invited to the cookout if you play good. Like he got the swag. He ain't playing good right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like Tyler Hero, he invited to the cookout.
Nah, y'all still had Tyler invited to the cookout last season. Don't cap on that. Don't cap on that. And this is the thing. Hey, Dwayne, that's a fact. NFL, where the drama never stops. Bro, we're nowhere near a season right now. And we just hype right now. We just hype right now. We're just talking NFL every day. It's such a great sport, dog. I love football. My Bears make me sad, but God, I love football. And so I'm now the question mark on the table for me with this team, with this Browns team, is how does Deshaun affect them instantly? You've got Amari Cooper in there. You've got Deshaun Watson on the team now. How many more wins does this team get coming into this season with Deshaun Watson? And it's all predicated on, right, Deshaun still might get suspended. I don't think he will. But there is a chance that Deshaun Watson could be suspended.
This is the crazy part about it, though, right? I think they're prepared for that. You want to know why? Because they went out and they absolutely got Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
who is absolutely he's not starter level, but let's say he gets suspended them 6 games. Jacoby Brissett is good enough to get you 4-2. By the time Deshaun gets in there, so yeah. I mean they got a very capable backup now, but in my opinion, I think that I got to see the schedule. Yeah. I got to see the schedule. At minimum, I think they may win the division. They may win the division because I think the
you got them over the Bengals?
They might. The only thing that's giving me cause to pause is I gotta see because the Bengals are absolutely talking Stephon Gilmore. So if they get that shutdown corner to go with a Woozier, with the offensive line that they already got and the weapons that they already got, even though they did lose CJ Uzama, they had a backup waiting in the wings. I think it's gonna come down to them, and I think it's gonna come down to them and the Bengals. I think the Ravens take a step back, but they'll definitely be in contention for that AFC North title at least.
So right now you got Browns, Bengals, Ravens, and then Mitch bringing up the rear with the Steelers.
Yeah, I don't think the Steelers need some more wide because they just lost Juju.
By the way, poor Mitch, dog. Like I was so excited, and then it's like Deshaun Watson to the division. Joe Burrow was already there. Lamar Jackson. Oh God.
Hey, and then it's gonna be bad for him too because Deshaun is gonna look at. Are we playing the Steelers? Oh yeah, they passed up on me and traded up to get you right. Work.
Bro, it's gonna be so interesting to see, bro, because like I'm looking at that division, right? I think, and here's the thing, I really do believe that Deshaun makes that level of an impact. I don't know if he gets over the Bengals because we just saw the Bengals in the Super Bowl, and in my opinion, they got better offensive line wise. Like
they have a whole new offensive line,
bro. The thing that was hurting them the most in the Super Bowl, like y'all understand, like Joe Burrow got hit 9 times in the game before the Super Bowl. Like sacked 9 times, not just knocked down, sacked 9 times in the game before the Super Bowl. And now he's got an offensive line. So like to me, I've still got them winning the division. I do have Cleveland coming in second, just on early returns because I believe that this is the thing I know. Deshaun Watson's going to get the ball there. And then Deshaun Watson's going to get the ball to Amari Cooper. Deshaun Watson's going to get the ball to the Browns players, and I mean he just makes them better. Honestly, like David Njoku's not a bad player.
Oh no, they had a solid running back. I mean he was behind Austin Hooper. He was just behind Austin Hooper. And this is the thing, bro. You got Amari Cooper, you got Swartz. You got then after that you turn around, you got Jakeem Grant.
Yeah.
Then after that you turn around, you got Nick Chubb. You got Kareem Hunt. You got Janovich. Then you turn around, the offensive line is still intact.
Yeah.
They have if probably top 3 best offensive lines in the league.
They got a good offensive line. They got a good running game.
They have all the defensive pieces. You still got Denzel Ward. You still got Greedy. You still got Greg Newsome. Grant Delpit is coming back. So they definitely should be at the top of the AFC North. The only thing about Baltimore made no moves.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Cornelius, he asked on the chat for those on the Contender side. By the way, make sure you guys check out the Contender. We're talking nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock. Shout out to the folks over there, man. Shout out to James and Rob. Yes. He says, Pat, are you saying that Deshaun Watson is a better player than Lamar Jackson? Leaps and bounds. It's not even close.
Oh, yeah. No.
It's not even close.
Imagine what he's going to do with an offensive line, though.
He hasn't had an offensive line. He's just had a left tackle. Like we talk about, like they gave all that capital away, right, to go get what's his name? They traded like half the team for that man. For Laramie Tunsil. That was it. That man had Laramie Tunsil. Other than that, he was on an island running for his life. You telling me he's got weapons, which he had weapons before. I give him that. He had weapons. Hey, you want to talk about getting that old thing back? Hey, yo, D-Hop, what's good with you? You ever come out to Cleveland, man? The restaurants are beautiful.
Hey, what? But I was telling, what was I telling Kid? No, I tweeted Kid the other day. I'm like, bro, what if Odell come back and just be like, hey, bro, Baker not here no more?
Hey, what's good in Cleveland? What's going on with that? But the knees back together, baby.
What you trying to do?
Yeah.
What you trying to do?
And so it's interesting, right? Because it's like, I feel like, I honestly feel like Deshaun Watson is exactly what they said he was coming out of college. The Michael Jordan of football. He's gone through his struggles. And I feel like this is the part where now he goes into another level. Y'all, I said this on Locked On Bulls. Check that out. We always remember 90s. We don't remember the fact that Jordan was drafted in 84. Like 84 through 89 were struggles. Deshaun Watson is going through his struggles. I think now he goes into, we're having this conversation next season about is he the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
I can believe it.
And I feel like we need to be having that conversation already, but he ain't been able to play. So y'all know best ability is availability.
Nah, I can believe that. I mean,
but it's one of those.
Only thing
go ahead.
That really ticked me off about the situation, right? All these moves.
Yeah.
And they talking about paying Lamar.
Yeah.
And this man still don't got targets, bruh. So, hey, say what you want to say. I have stood on this hill since he got MVP.
Who would you get?
He can throw the ball. He has not had. You cannot tell me Marquise Brown is a number one. I'm not finna. He has not had a number one target since he's been in the league. Mark Andrews, yes, great tight end. He needs a wide out. He's never had one.
I think the problem is he needs a wide out with a ridiculous catch radius. Because he's not. Let's be real. A-Rob
would have been perfect for him.
He's not.
A-Rob would have been perfect for him.
Yeah, but you still got to get A-Rob to come there,
bro. But look, like he can. I'm not saying like Deshaun. Yes, he's a better quarterback, but I don't know.
That's a good comment. At $236 million guaranteed, he better be the best quarterback in the NFL. That's a
Lamar
good
needs
comment,
targets,
Robert. I
bro.
give
That's
you that
all I'm
one.
saying. Lamar gotta have some targets, bro. Outside of Mark Andrews, because at this point it's getting ridiculous.
Let me ask you this. Who would you want to see the Ravens go get to pair with Lamar Jackson that you feel like really puts him on that next level? I'll be right back.
Okay, so for me, AB already came out and said it. To me, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I'm hitting up AB. I'm hitting up Odell. I mean, I'm looking at Jarvis because we actually don't know if we actually don't know what Lamar's gonna be as a thrower if he just keeps throwing to Mark Andrews. The tight end is the safety blanket. Like that's your safety blanket. Yes, like Hollywood, bro, great straight line speed. Great straight line speed. We've never actually seen this man with a top target. No, and that's the bro and Brand. That's the thing that I'm saying. The year he got MVP, he was throwing the football, but he's never actually had a number one target. So we essentially don't know. Yes, I agree. He needs a wide receiver with a high catch radius. But you actually got to go out and grab him.
This is the thing. Lamar threw 85% for his first 400 yards last year. Not accurate, huh? The problem is he didn't do that the rest of the season. Yes, he threw 85%. And yes, Lamar can have those moments where he is a ridiculous level quarterback and dot mugs up. But let's not act like he doesn't have the nickname LaFumble for a reason. Let's not act like he doesn't make passes that absolutely put his team in a hole. Like Lamar plays his team back into games that he took them out of. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Lamar
like
often.
That's the only thing that's bugging me about the whole situation. It's like we're not gonna know what that man really is as a passer.
Let's say Lamar plays. Let's say Lamar plays a full 17 games, right? Lamar touchdown to interception ratio was 16-13. Let's say he plays a full 17 games. He doesn't throw another interception the rest of the season. 2 touchdowns a game. What's that? Times 5 is 26 and 13. That's still a 2-to-1 ratio. And we can't say that he's not going to throw any more interceptions the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about, like, yes, Lamar Jackson can hit people in stride. But the problem is, if you're hitting people and they going the other way with it, that's a drop-off. That's a drop-off. What did he throw last year? 64%, right? To mid receivers? Yeah, he did. He also threw whatever 13 interceptions would be to the other team. You know what I'm saying? Whatever percentage that is to the other team. So it's about the give and take. It's about when you can do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't mind. Did you say Julio Jones down there?
Yeah, Julio Jones is a nice one.
I wouldn't mind Julio down there with him if he can stay healthy. I wouldn't mind Julio down there with him because I feel like that's a guy that you know has sure hands. Now the question is, can he stay healthy for a full season? That's the part where you're sitting there the entire time. Like Julio hasn't been able to do that.
I don't think Julio got the ability to be a number one anymore.
That's tough, yeah. And I don't disagree with you, which is like, it's the tough part is like I don't disagree with you, but it's also like
it's Julio. It's Julio, so I mean, I think if Odell went out there with him,
yeah,
I mean that'd be cool. If Jarvis Landry went out there with him, because then now as opposed to having your third down tight end, you got your third down receiver. And it's like, look, everybody already know once they start playing, keep Lamar in the pocket. And if he is going to throw, just watch Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Hey, interesting article that just came out here on NBC Sports Chicago, by the way. Ryan Poles indicates he's not done adding at the offensive line. Free agent O-lineman Ryan Bates scheduled to meet with the Chicago Bears here.
You said Ryan Bates?
Ryan Bates from the Bills. That's an interesting one. Because Bates is what? 25? I feel like he was cut for a reason, dog. I feel like he was cut for a reason. I'm always leery, right? Like, that's how we got Jermaine Ifedi. That's kind of like, let me pull up the stat numbers here. Let's break this down. I got him. That's kind of how we got Jermaine Ifedi.
Okay, so for 41 games, 3 penalties. Is he a backup? He might be a backup, dog.
41 games. Yeah, he's definitely a backup. He's got 41 games.
Oh, yeah,
only got 4 games started. He's only got 4 games started. And I'm gonna be real with you, haven't seen a ton of tape on him.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I remember
hearing what Joe was saying as a stopgap dude, I think.
You gotta add, I guess, but I mean he's 25 years old. He doesn't have a lot of penalties. One penalty. I don't know, dog. Like this is the interesting thing about how many snaps is he out there for? 25% of the snaps. Like, that's where the question comes in. That's why Kid asked the question. Moves like this are why Kid asked the question. Are we being cheap or are we being smart?
I feel like
because this is one like what's his name I get, right? Lucas Patrick I get.
No, the Patrick move I get, especially
Lucas Patrick played a lot. This feels, I don't know, man. I don't know. This one feels kind of cheap. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one feels kind of cheap. And the Bears haven't signed him. This is not us reporting. Right here, but I mean, I guess you're saying he's a 25-year-old tackle. He hasn't had a lot of and here's okay. Here's the moment where maybe we gotta have an in polls we trust moment, y'all. He knows offensive line because he played offensive line. This might be one of those where if the Bears do end up signing him, you got to trust that he's seen something that he feels like is something that the Bears could use. But Ryan Bates to me, okay. Do y'all feel like this is a cheap move? Do you feel like this is a move because they're out on Terron Armstead? Or do you feel like this is a move where, hey, he sees something? He sees something completely different than everyone else is seeing. I'm always leery when somebody's trying to be the smartest guy in the room. It rarely works out. Bates' career is gone. He was an undrafted free agent with the Eagles in 2019, but a few months after signing with Philadelphia, he was traded to Buffalo. Appeared in 8 games as a rookie, but played in all 16 games for the Bills in 2020 and 17 and 2021. So he's durable. Bates made his first career start in week 4 as an extra eligible tackle, but then started at right guard in week 16 before finishing at starting left guard for the team for week 17. So maybe a depth move. Maybe a depth move in this situation. Interesting move, dog. Interesting move. I don't know about that one. We'll see. We'll see what the Bears do with that, man. Still no word on whether they sign. They're just meeting with them today. And we'll see what that comes into. Maybe a good backup. Maybe a good backup. Hopefully the Bears. This is my thing with the Bears, right? Just figure it out enough to give us a glimmer of hope that you're heading in the right direction. Figure it out enough to give us a glimmer of hope that you're heading in the right direction and that you're doing what this team needs to do to build this team consistently. Now, I'm going to have to check out Coach T's video on him. He says he trusts Bates. Baki says he trusts Bates based off what Coach T told him. I didn't break down Bates because I was just like, all right, he's unrestricted. He's on the move, whatever. So I didn't look deeply into Bates. He wasn't one of the guys on my list. So I'm going to have to check out what Coach T was talking about with him. Maybe he can get me a little more excited about him. But we're going to see, man. We're going to see. Shout out to Coach T, man. Hit that like button if y'all are in here, man. Subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. We're going to pivot a little bit here, man, as we're coming down to the final hour of the show. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. We got Bulls talk because Patrick Williams is back. And the Bulls lost an entire week. I'll ask you the question that we asked over on Locked On.
What's up?
Who is the real Chicago Bulls? Is it the Bulls that we saw earlier in the season? Or is it the Bulls that we've seen as of late? Who is the real Chicago Bulls? So, and maybe not even, maybe it's somewhere in the middle. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle.
So I've been wrestling around with this because I've been hearing a bunch of people on podcasts talk about this, how I'm thinking about this. I think that they're a team in the middle. And this is why I say that. Carlos Boozer, they asked him. They asked him on a podcast, like very, very recently. I forget what the podcast was. They said, who is the better team between this team right now? Is it D-Rose Bulls or this Bulls team right now? And he flat out said, like, if we was to get into a series, we probably sweeping them. Like, and the only reason why he said this is because he was like, yo, I like the fact that they were first, second seed in the East. It's cool. They got like solid defensive pieces that can be starters on other teams. But the issue is, and I've heard a lot of people say this, he said they are not good against good teams, and that's just what it is. They're just not. Like, you can't, like, that record, because he brought up the record. He said that the record matters. You play who you play, but this team, he said the team is at least at minimum 2 years away, and I gotta agree because I mean if you look at it, I don't think that in my opinion, I don't think the defense should be heavily focused on like, hey, Caruso and Lonzo have to be like your two best defenders. Like, it's gonna have to start. You know it's gonna have to start with P. Will, and that's the reason why I think that this team that definitely. This isn't the real Chicago Bulls, but I think you might see them a year or a year and a half down the road. Because right now, this is not it. This is not it. Because what you're saying now is everybody kept saying, we get Lonzo and Caruso back, and this is gonna be this. Billy already said, yo, this team is not like Lonzo's not even in the realm of activity. Like, he's there, but he hasn't even really started. So you don't know what's going on with that. We also seen Caruso come back. He gave you that joke for the one game.
Yeah.
He's He's still not fully healthy.
Yeah.
According to him, he was just on the JJ Redick podcast and said that. And then it's like, okay, Pete Will's coming back. I think you'll get a Joe tonight, but beyond that, I mean, well, what are we talking about right now? And this is not a slight at them. It's just I feel like, hey, year and a half away, honestly. They just don't got it right now.
And it's interesting to me because like when I look at this team's construction, I feel like a lot of people see this team very differently, right? And to me, the Bulls have no identity anymore. And I say that for this reason. Look at the roster. The roster is not built to be an offensive juggernaut. The roster is not built to be a team that comes out and puts up 130, 140 points. But yet they've done that. This roster is built with 3 scores. And a 4th maybe if Kobe White's on that night. This roster is built with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic. Sometimes Kobe White. That's your offense. You know what else you got on this team? You've got Lonzo Ball, who, yeah, can he score the ball a little bit? For sure. But what do I need him out there for? His defensive intensity, his ball handling. Ayo Dosunmu, defensive-minded point guard from Illinois, comes in absolutely right away, playing excellent defense. Was one of the best on-ball defenders early in the season before he hits the rookie wall. Caruso, defender. Javonte Green, defender. You've added Tristan Thompson, defender. Patrick Williams, defender. A guy that we don't even know how good his offense is going to be, but we know that he can stand in front of LeBron and play excellent defense. Troy Brown, at a minimum, we thought he was going to come in and give you good length and defense. Derrick Jones Jr., length and defense. This team is built to play defense. And they're not. And it's an effort thing. But if you look at this team, there's a reason that all of a sudden the offensive numbers aren't there, right? Because your offensive players may be getting a little tired. Zach LaVine injured. DeMar DeRozan, whether he says he is or not, he seems a little like he's off to me. And it's just barely off. So now it's like, why can't you knock down the shots you were knocking down before? The defense is the same. The shots you're taking are the same. He's just a little bit off. Okay. But when that's not there, the thing that this team was built to hang their hat on, they're not doing.
What's that Family Guy episode when him and when Peter in Cleveland is playing the game and that monkey's like out of bounds every time? Corner 3.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do again? Hey, going to the corner, bringing the ball up. Hey, corner 3.
Corner 3. Peter, that's cheating.
Corner 3, like, bro, how many? Like, hey, for real, I need somebody to do this when we do it. Because what do? They play tonight, right? The
Bulls play tonight. Yeah, Bulls play tonight.
Bro, I need somebody to like record how many times Pat is gonna say corner 3 tonight. And I guarantee you, bro, it's gonna be over 10. I guarantee you it's gonna be over 10.
And see, this is the thing, right? We're talking about how can we say that with 25% of our team isn't healthy?
Defense has nothing to do with
they haven't been healthy.
Has everything to do with will and want to.
No, that's the thing. They haven't been healthy all year, and we were winning.
Like you can't say that now.
We just lost to a team that had more people that they use on a regular basis unhealthy than we did. Like, health plays a part into it. Don't get me wrong. Lonzo Ball and Patrick Williams make this team better. But let's not pretend that just because they're not 100% healthy, that now that's the reason why we're not showing effort, because we were showing effort all the way through it. When we were struggling, we were showing effort. When we had 40% of our team, we were showing effort. At one point, we legitimately had backups in that mug showing effort. I don't see effort anymore. I watched the team get down by 20 versus Sacramento. A Sacramento team that literally was down 30 at the half to the Boston Celtics. Effort. And defense is played differently in the second half of these seasons. Tristan Thompson told you this is the time of year where the Chicago, or where teams are going to start to play you the way they're going to play you in the playoffs. And have we seen that? Game in and game out, what have we seen? Run this pick and roll.
DeMar's getting doubled.
Pick and roll. No matter what the game is.
At least, bro, them mugs be running the pick and roll to death. Bro, the Grizzlies, I keep going back to the Grizzlies game because that mug was just sad. Like,
bro,
they was like, yo, we're not going to do nothing
Sacramento,
else. Just run this pick and roll.
All of it.
And it was not for the entire half.
Yeah.
The entire half.
I think the thing is now, right, like you want to see, can the Bulls adjust to it with Patrick Williams? Can the Bulls adjust to it with Patrick Williams? I think that they're going to be better with Patrick Williams defensively. I think they're going to be better with Patrick Williams in the pick and roll because Patrick Williams can play it a little bit better. And plus, you got two guys with some actual size down there. And so to me, like that's a completely different, like the fact that you're seeing this tonight, I need to see Patrick Williams getting heavy minutes in that pick and roll to deter teams and make them have to do something different. We shouldn't be talking about, hey, why is the pick and roll working? Hey, why is the corner three working? Sophisticated Thought says, are we talking about regular season or playoff, fellas? You can't compare the two. You guys do realize in the playoffs, you see the same team every night, so you can make adjustments better. That is true, but the other team also adjusts to you.
Like, I'm going to ask, like, DeMar, everything comes to a half-court game. And I think the other caveat to this is, too, I feel like, you know, the Bulls was kind of rolling earlier in the season, and then Muggs was like, "All right, we got a couple of practices, and we got some tape."
Yeah.
Like now, let's really, because it's just like everything is gonna be adjusted come playoff time. The same lineups that you see out, the same rotations, you're not gonna see that. But it's just like, dude, I don't care about that. Like. I don't think Pat cares about that. See me, I like defense. You can't be out on the floor if you're not playing defense with me. This don't got nothing to do with first year, nothing. If you're not playing defense to me, you're not on the floor. You're not on the floor.
Well, I'll say this. I can't take away the fact that it's first year, right? Like that is a real thing.
No, I mean it matters, but it's just like that defensive intensity just can't go away because people are out. Because everybody's out all the time.
No, I agree with. That I understand. That I'm on board with. But it is a first year team. Here's the thing: they got us more excited than they should. They teased us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Showed us more than just some.
They showed you a feet pick.
A little more than a feet pick, my boy. It was more than some thigh out there. You know what I mean?
No. It wasn't the thigh. It was just a leg. It was just a little leg.
Just a little leg. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, they teased us a little bit. But now we have to see what this team can do to adjust back, right? Because this is the thing that I said, and we're seeing it play out. When this team goes through their struggles, what do they rely on most? That's where your habits are formed. When you start to struggle, you rely on the habits you've built. When this Bulls team starts to struggle, unfortunately, the bad habits come out. When this Bulls team gets behind, guess what? Now they're trying to overplay in the middle. Guys are open in the corner. So like that, those are things that you have to, even going into the playoffs. Yes, you can adjust to them, but guess what? The adjustments might not work. The other team gets paid to adjust as well. So it's going to be one of those where, like, to me, I think that this team, I still think this team gets out of the first round. I do. I think no matter who we play,
I don't know.
I still do. I still think this Bulls team gets out of the first round. By the way, a developing story that's happening right now. We'll keep an eye on it. Be on the lookout for a sounder that might come if it drops before the show's over. Matt Ryan could be on his way to the Colts. That has emerged as the likely landing spot. But I still think this Bulls team can get out of the first round. I do. I think that if you get right now, you're looking at a matchup with Boston or Cleveland or Toronto. We've handled Toronto.
If I'm you guys, I don't want Toronto. If I'm us, I don't even want Toronto because Toronto got championship. Hey, it's something to be cheering for a championship.
Yeah, they got championship experience, but they're putting it on the back of the one guy that doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Scotty Barnes is they go to.
Yeah, no love for Van Vliet.
I love Van Vliet. Van Vliet's a role player. Is Van Vliet a star in this league? I don't think he's a star in this league. He's a player that can hurt you. He's a very good role player. He's a Chris Middleton level player. Right? If he doesn't play well, it absolutely can affect you poorly. And if he does play well, it can absolutely push you completely over the top.
Mm-hmm.
But if he has a regular 20-point game, it doesn't move the needle for you one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? He's a nice role player. He's an above average role player. So, like, shout out to MD10. What's going on with you, my boy? So like, to me, like, yeah, there's that championship experience there. Who's still there? Van Vliet's still there.
Van Vliet, Siakam, and Anunoby.
OG Anunoby. What? Nah, OG wasn't on that team, was he?
Yeah, he was.
I thought OG was a rookie in the bubble year.
Nah, OG was there.
OG was there? Okay. OG Anunoby.
OG was there. And I believe it. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
honestly think, and
I'm a guy that says I'm the guy that says the experience matters, but
he was on that same team. He's there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ACL. That's what it was. He didn't play that year.
Yeah, I didn't know if he played or not. I think you guys wind up playing Philly in the first round. I think you guys go down to 6, and it's going to be a 3-6 matchup between y'all and Philly. But
we fall that far?
Now, Philly, y'all will be able to beat Philly.
We could beat Philly.
Y'all will be able
to beat Philly. I'm going to be real with you, and I think something like that would push the Bulls. That would be one of them, like, oh, the Bulls are going to be the underdog in this one, and they would beat Philly, and then they would go on and, like, actually go on a run.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dog. I still believe that the Bulls absolutely have a shot at getting out of the first round. I feel like that second round is where, okay, now it's going to get tricky. I think that they'll be in the second round, be competitive, right? Give me that year with the Bulls where the Bulls take it to 7 versus Boston, or give me that year with the Bulls where the Bulls take it to where they sweep Miami, where they sweep Miami fresh off a championship. You know what I'm saying? Give me that year where D Wade's crying in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get a chance to defend our title. I don't know. Shut up. But
that's cool. You know.
Give me that year where, hey, we made it to the next round. We're doing this thing. We're moving in the right direction, and maybe we came up against a team that's a little bit better than us. But to me, like, I don't see this team getting beat outside in the first round. Outside of, like, playing the Nets or something like that. By the way, how you feeling about that?
Hey man,
how you feeling about
it is what it is.
Hey man, it's been
I can't. Heck, man. No, why you gotta ruin the day like that, dog?
hey man, how you
Like,
feel about that?
it's Monday. I'm feeling all right. You just gotta bring that up for no reason.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I'm saying because the Nets. I mean, listen, there's a shot the Nets get the 7th seed.
The Nets could get. I mean, I think the Bulls get the dub tonight though, because the Raptors just coming off a game last night.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Nets can still get in there.
Nets are 3 games back on Toronto. If
That's
the Bulls
just
win
in the
tonight,
middle.
technically we help y'all. If Brooklyn can get a dub, does Brooklyn play tonight as well? Let's see what the schedule says here. Let's take a look here. Is Brooklyn versus the Jazz tonight is 6:30. It's at home, so no Kyrie. Weird.
I don't know.
We can help y'all a little bit. Yeah, I'm saying let's see where you guys sit. Oh, you've clinched a playoff spot at a minimum, and are 3 games up on Milwaukee. And do you guys play tonight as well versus Philly? That should be a dub, unfortunately for you, my boy. That might be you might be holding on to that 1 seat.
Hey, nah, man, it's cool. I'm not really tripping off it. It's gonna be what it is, bro. It just sucked. I'm like it really sucked.
Hey, bro, watching the Nets versus the Orlando Magic broke so many people's playoff hopes, bro.
Hey, why we on that? I do got this to say though.
What we got?
The Orlando Magic are trash. So you get 50 dropped on you by Kyrie, then come back and give you 60. But then it's even worse because you let Sadiq Bey drop 51 on you, and nobody was, bro. What is the defensive? We talk about defensive scheme with the Bulls all the time. What is the defensive scheme for the Orlando Magic?
You know what my favorite thing about that is so last night Wendell Carter dropped 30 and like 18 boards. And everybody was like, man, we should have kept him. We should have kept him. By the way, he did it versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, beating them by 5. But he dropped 30, 16, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. And everybody was like, we should have just kept Wendell. This is terrible. Oh, my goodness. I don't understand what's going to happen. And it was like, for real, dog. Like, that's the move y'all want to make. Like, we forgot Kyrie just dropped 50 on them, by the way, going to the hole. And then dropped 60 on them, by the way, going to the hole. And then Cade dropping Sadiq Bey dropping 50 on them, by the way, going to the hole. Like, dog, did y'all forget? Like, 1 game from Wendell Carter, and now all of a sudden, we shouldn't have never traded him away. He was the piece that we needed. Get out of here, dog. Get out of here. Now, I would like Wendell on I'm saying. I think he signed an extension there. But you bring Wendell back as the 4, move P. Will to the 3. I'd be cool with that.
That'll be decent. That'll be decent. I mean, I like Wendell with the glasses now. So at least he out here, he can see.
Hey, I like Jay Crick comment. He said, "Are we saying that a couple of those top seeds might be frauds?" Hey man, at least that number 1 seed.
Hey, no.
That number 1 seed is definitely a fraud.
I can't go. I know he joking. That
1 seed is a fraud out here.
But
we talking about losing to an 8 seed, dog.
It's an 8 seed with KD and Kyrie going.
Hey man, an 8 seed nonetheless.
Come on, dog. Hey, I know you just joking, but come on.
An 8 seed nonetheless. Hey, these are the comments that's hilarious, right? BJ. Wendell playing better than Vooch this season. In what numbers? In what world?
If
I don't even think Wendell is higher on defensive measures.
If we let Twitter dictate the squad, if we let Twitter dictate the squad for the Bulls, they would have it'll be Zach, DeMar, Ayo, and like Malcolm Hill at the 5. Like the way y'all be talking is just
hey, and it changes every game, bro. No, this is Wendell. This cracked me up, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I saw this on Twitter the second the game ended. Muggs was tweeting me like, "Bro, we should have never got rid of Wendell." I wasn't even retweeting him. I was like, "Get the cap out of here." This season, not a bad season. 15 points, 10 rebounds, 0.7 blocks.
Bro, I'm surprised they don't do that to you with Gafford though.
You know what? I think everybody kind of I think it's because of how the Bulls got rid of Gafford. Like, you got rid of Wendell because you felt Wendell was trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm saying you got rid of Wendell because you felt Wendell was trash. You got rid of Gafford like, man, we know you're good, but we got to make this move so that we can get some guys in here. By the way, I don't like none of the guys we got in from that trade, but I think we got rid of all of them, and we finna get rid of the last one this season. Gafford went out a little different, dog. Gafford went out with like, "Hey man, shout out to you, brother. We love you. Stay safe out there, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what you do in the rest of your career." But
fam, like, I just want y'all to know, Vooch got 18 and 12 with a steal on the block today. Vooch got 18 and 12 with a steal on the block
and
today.
is having a bad season. Like, he's having a down year because he's having to adjust to what everyone else is doing. He's having a down season. And he's still averaging 18 and 12. That's the part to me that I'd be like, come on, dog, what are we talking about?
He's 18 and 12 with a steal and a block. I want y'all to I want y'all to listen to what I'm use your common sense.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Listen. Like, he's doing this stuff.
So we are waiting. So here's the thing. What is your prediction for tonight? Not just on what the Bulls can do, but also like whether they win or not, but also the impact that P. Will's gonna have.
I mean, well, first of all, I think the Bulls win because the Raptors are coming off of a game last night that I believe won in the OT. But if nothing else, this will be their third game in a couple nights actually, because they actually just got done playing the Lakers. But yeah, I expect them to get the dub. As far as P. Will, probably I'd say 11, 5, and 2 steals.
Hey, listen, he gave me 11. That's a better game than he had when he was healthy. He gave me 11, 5, and 2. Welcome back, brother. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. We need a blowout.
Don't be a hater, man. Don't be a hater, man.
Hey, we need a blowout tonight, man. We need a blowout tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need the Bulls to win in such a convincing fashion that like there's no question like we beat y'all so bad. You got to take this with you. I need one of them dubs tonight. By the way, what time the game start tonight? Is the game in Toronto or is the game in Chicago? 7. Is this a 7:00 start tonight?
Hey, but you was right about that because we ain't had one of them dubs. It's just like we chopping it up by halftime about stupid stuff.
About stupid stuff, bro. We are at home. Chicago Bulls versus Raptors tonight, 7:00. Bulls in the building, man. Pat, please keep all perishables out of reach. I'm not gonna throw a table, maybe. Maybe, but last
I was because you threw the keyboard, right?
You brought through everything, bro. So I was just like I was so irritated that they had that they just weren't showing any effort defensively. And like my phone was on the table, my coffee cup, my tablet, the keyboard, everything was on the table. And I was like, wow. Yeah, they get me sometimes, dog. They get me. I ain't had one. When is my last table throw? That was the first table throw since
that was the last table throw since the Bears game.
No, I had one. No, I had one since then. It was the Sky Finals
Oh yeah, nah, I seen that.
when they shot 3 free throws to Diana Taurasi's like 17.
Bro, they giving Diana Taurasi everything.
Bro, I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. Call it even, bro. That'd be my thing, bro. That's like with the NCAA finals right now. Like it's like, or the NCAA March Madness right now. Like, just call it fair, bro. I don't mind if my team loses if it's a fairly called game. I don't.
Nah, it don't be though. Hey, cause that must be on Kofi Coburn back. Like,
bro,
he get the board. They like this. I'm like, bro. Is you trying to be like what's Android? Yeah, bro. Not. It was 16, bro. When he was like, I'm going to detonate right now, and then I'm gonna just we're gonna stop sale. Like, bro, they on that man back, bear hugging him.
Bro, it's wild to me, bro. Where like the refereeing has gotten so poor in so many sports, and it's because like I get it, like the talent's getting better, players are getting faster, the human eye just can't keep up as much as it used to be able to, and we've got so many angles now, like we're killing them because we're seeing things that they're not seeing in real time, that they're not able to see because it's the human eye versus a freaking 8K camera that I can get 15 angles on. So I get it, but there has to be a standard you're held to. There has to be a standard that you're held
absolutely.
to. And to me, the fact that there's like no, like there's never a league that like the NBA kind of does it, but not really, because there's no repercussion from missing a call. There's no, like, you can of course go back and change the call and change the game, but there's no repercussion from the ref making a bad call and how it affects what happens on the floor. And after the game, it's like, yeah, we missed a couple of foul calls. Or yeah, we made those foul calls. Those weren't fouls. Okay, they're not fouls. Now what? He doesn't get to referee versus that team again. Who cares? Is he going to referee again in the NBA?
No. I mean, it's just to me, it's just like it's just so egregious. It's getting to the point where it's stupid now because it's like I mean, even not even yesterday, but I think the day before, we was all watching the game in the chat. North Carolina blew a 25-point lead.
Yeah,
you made the call at the end of the game. For because I forgot who they were playing, but he was absolutely supposed to go to the line to shoot the 2 free throws per game.
Yeah.
And you feel me? You don't call it and you just let them come all the way back. Like I don't know what's going on, or like because like the one that I seen last night in the Arizona game.
Yeah.
To dictate that game, I'm like, all right, look, I don't usually say this, but somebody gotta have some type. What is the money line?
Fam, this is the thing, right? Yeah, not that one. This one here. Yeah, you get more. The NFL takes away playoff games from bad refs, and it still has no effect. Here's the thing, right? You get more money if you call the playoffs, but these guys aren't poor. You know what I'm saying? These guys aren't like, oh, he's poor, he's broke, he can't make a. He's not going to be in the playoff calling games. So now, because of that, the team is, or he's struggling. Like there's no repercussion that really hurts him. You know what I'm saying? So like, or hurts the refs, I should say. So like, it's like, okay, like, yeah, okay, he can't coach a playoff game. But if we're being real, I mean, and yeah, I see y'all see us looking at our phones, man. That's because we're trying to see if the news is confirmed.
Okay, so I got.
You got the news? Are we getting the sounder?
Yeah, we getting the sounder, bro.
We got to get the sounder going. Here we go.
We getting the sounder going, bro.
Hold on. We got breaking news. Hold on. I got the wrong thing going. God dang. That's a fail on my. Here we go. Bow. Let's run it back right here. We got the sounder going.
Trade. The Falcons are in agreement on the trade of QB Matt Ryan to the Colts. And then Atlanta gets a third-round pick back. So Matt Ryan to the Colts for a third-round pick.
Matt Ryan to the Colts for a third-round pick, and the AFC gets tougher, y'all. Ugh. Do you like it? Do you like the move?
To me, I mean, this is the best possible move for him. This is the best possible move for him. I mean, definitely at his age. I mean, the Colts have the best offensive line in football now. So it's only right. I mean, I think they have to go out and add another receiver to the mix to go with Michael Pittman, because I feel like, to me, T.Y.'s on a decline, but they have everything they need to do to. I wouldn't say win, but they have everything they need to do to contend.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you add Matt Ryan to that, I know that Matt Ryan knows how to play. He's been to a Super Bowl, has that championship experience. They have a contending roster where they can definitely do some things this year.
Now, what kind of contract is Matt Ryan coming in on right now? Because they
did say they are is there
going to be a restructure?
The move guarantees Matt more money.
Okay, so Matt's going to get more cash out of this. So I'm trying to see here what the contract is.
The contract adjustment with more money.
So that's going to be interesting as well, because, right, Matt Ryan, 37? 36 years old for Matt Ryan? How long, and this will be his age 37 season, how long do you extend Ryan for? How long do you try to ride it out with Matt Ryan for? Is Matt Ryan one of those quarterbacks that, if you protect him, can play for a long time? The Colts might have their QB of the future. How dangerous is the AFC now? Good Lord, the NFC is lit.
Real quick, we got a shot, baby. Real quick, not breaking news, but per Mike
Garofalo.
Yeah, all right, you got it. Hey, you got it. He
Look
said,
at you read.
Now watch for Marcus Mariota to the Falcons.
Ooh.
Sources say Atlanta is expected to pursue a reunion with Mariota and Arthur Smith, who is with Mariota during his time for the Titans. Where is Baker going?
Where is Baker going? Yeah, I would have thought Atlanta would have been the fit there. Where's Baker going?
Because if it's not Atlanta,
where's Baker going? Who needs a QB
the only
still?
two teams, the Panthers and the Texans.
The Panthers need a QB and the Texans need a QB, but I mean, you're probably not trading again with the Texans, right? Jay Crit said to Canada. Where's Baker going all of this? Baker in Seattle, maybe?
Yeah, I forgot.
Baker to the Panthers?
Baker to Seattle. I forgot about New Orleans, though.
I mean, yeah, but I guess they got the money to pay him now. They got the money to pay him now.
Yeah, they do got the
because they cleared a lot of money to get what's his name in there. But here's the thing, right? Do you like Jimmy G over Baker? Because Jimmy G ain't coming back either.
Nah, they try. Well, all reports is they may be trying to see what they got with Trey Lance. So
that's what I'm saying. Jimmy G's probably not coming back.
He go over there with Kyle Shanahan. He might do some things.
Well, no, I'm just saying, right? Like, Jimmy G's also on the market that could take a team spot that Baker might have.
I forgot about Jimmy G.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Baker legitimately might be the bottom of the barrel quarterback here. Listen, all of this came out late. Mitch is already in Pittsburgh. You got Matt Ryan going over to the Colts now. Hey, y'all riding with Tyrod, or y'all looking for a little Baker Mayfield action?
No. see, Baker would fit New York, but I'm cool. I'm cool with. As reluctant as I am to say it, bro, I gotta rock with Daniel Jones one more time. If they
you
say,
would rather have Daniel Jones than Baker Mayfield?
Hey, listen. If they say they did them dirty, and hey, look, they went out, and we got our offensive line pieces. We got our offensive line pieces. If they say they did them dirty,
yeah,
I'll give you one last shot. But if not, hey, bro, you gotta get up out of that. Cause see,
bro,
Baker would actually fit New York. Baker would actually fit New York, media wise.
Hey, I don't know. Baker might not have a mentality for New York, bro. If freaking Cleveland media was killing you and you couldn't handle it, New York media is gonna eat you alive.
That's true.
Dog, I mean, like, legitimately, like, you're running out of teams at a certain point now.
Hey, wait. Okay. So, okay, Jimmy G or Baker? Like, who you taking? If the Bears needed a QB, Jimmy G or Baker? Now, we know that Jimmy got the games under his belt.
Baker.
We know the win percentages.
I'm taking Baker.
Baker.
I would take Baker because Baker to me has more talent than Jimmy G does. Jimmy G comes with the wins. Jimmy G comes with the accolades, but I feel like Jimmy G is absolutely a product of his environment, and I feel like Baker can play better. Detroit could be in on it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Detroit definitely could be in on it because I'll tell you what. If you keep riding out every year with freaking Jared Goff, you're gonna be in trouble. But I like Baker because Baker comes in with a skill set. Baker thinks he's that dude. Sometimes thinking you're that dude is half the battle.
Yeah, I can't say that.
And I've seen, at a minimum, I've seen Jimmy G in big moments not be able to throw the ball to get his team get the job done. Now, granted, I've seen the same thing from Baker, and I haven't seen it at the same level as I've seen it from Jimmy G. But to me, with Baker, I can go into the season and say, at a minimum, this guy can play quarterback. I might have to do some of the Jimmy G things there where you kind of take the ball out of his hand, don't let him throw it as much, build the team around him. But I'd rather have the guy that has the talent that if I come into that last-minute situation where somebody has to get a throw off, I know Baker at a minimum can make that throw. I don't know if Jimmy G can make that throw. I've seen Jimmy G put the ball in the general direction, but I don't know if Jimmy G can make that throw on a consistent basis, and I think that's the problem to me. With that, I would go with, but it also depends on the team, right? Like Jimmy G might be better on the Panthers if you got the right system in place.
Yeah, Matt Rule, offensive coach.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they got the running back. I mean, well, I can't say Christian McCaffrey don't be healthy enough for me, man. Dolphins is sticking with Tua.
Yeah.
Dolphins is sticking with Tua. Bro, it's legit. Wait, so you got the Texans, Panthers.
Talk about teams that need a quarterback.
Texans, Panthers, Saints.
Let's see. Right now, I would say
Saints already talking to Winston. They want that old thing back.
They want that old thing back. I would say Dolphins need a QB, but they might be sticking with Tua. Jets are probably going to ride it out one more year with what's his name? The rookie Zach Wilson.
Oh, Zach Wilson.
You might bring in a Baker or a Jimmy, but you're not going to give them the starting spot, so that they go to a spot where they're not getting the starting spot. I'll say this, right? And maybe nobody agrees with me. Tennessee needs a quarterback.
Tennessee.
Tennessee needs a quarterback.
I'll take Baker in Tennessee.
I'm sorry. Tennessee needs a quarterback.
I'll take Baker in Tennessee.
Like, I don't know. What else we got here? What else we got? Colts just got their quarterback. Houston needs a quarterback, but I don't think anybody wants to go there. Jacksonville has their quarterback, at least for next season. We'll see what Trevor Lawrence ends up becoming. Chiefs, we know they got their quarterback. Raiders got their quarterback. Chargers got their quarterback. Denver's got their quarterback. Now we're over to the NFC. Dallas has their quarterback. Philly, possible.
Hey, do you think the article is true? Hey, Amari Cooper called Dak Prescott the Black Kirk Cousins.
Jesus, I don't know. That'd be hilarious. I didn't see that. I ain't even read that article. Send that to me.
Hey, so the story, because I think it was on TikTok. Somebody said they got into it after the game, and Amari was like, "Bro,
you the Black Kirk Cousins.
Cool. You the Black Kirk Cousins." Hey, which technically is true because he throws for a lot of yards when they own
and don't win.
And no wins.
Who else we got? The Commanders got. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I get and shout out to Gary. Shout out to Gary saying good show, man. The Commanders have Carson Wentz. That's not a guarantee to me. I would absolutely bring somebody in that could be competition for him. Carson Wentz has done nothing in this league to say that he is a guaranteed starting quarterback as of recent. So that's still a question mark for me. The Giants, I can't see Jimmy G there. I really could only see Baker.
Even if not, I still want Tyrod to get a shot though.
I want Tyrod to get a shot too.
I want Dan Jones don't work. I want Tyrod to get a shot.
Yeah, I want Tyrod to get that shot. I want to see him. I want to see what he can do with the real slate of. And listen, he might not get that shot. Let's be real. Daniel Jones might win that job, so we're going to see. Packers definitely don't need a quarterback. Vikings just extended their quarterback. Bears, they're riding with the rookie. They don't need a quarterback at least this season. Detroit absolutely could use a quarterback. Could you see either of them going there, and it would be via trade for both of them?
Shane Twitter, Brad Biggs tweet.
Bears projected starting QBs for Bears 2022 opponents: Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz, Jared Allen, Tua, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Davis Mills, Trey Lance. Atlanta with a question mark. Hey, yo, that's
really?
Hey,
really?
we might win. Hey, we might win more games than I thought, dog. Let me see. 1. That's 2 versus Detroit. Definitely beating the Giants. That's 3. We could beat Philly. That's 4. Washington, we could beat. That's 5. Hey, we might win more games than I think, dog. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know if Jared Goff's gonna be the quarterback over in Detroit. Before we get up out of here,
this man said
definitely don't need a quarterback. New Orleans.
Can you at least call him Josh? That man said Jared Allen.
Oh yeah, Josh. Good Lord. I don't know why, bro. Not even the right quarterback, Jared Goff. But yeah, Jared Goff. Yeah, you ride with him, you're gonna be 3-13 and 1 again. Saints need a quarterback. Either of them you see working there.
If anybody, it'll be Jimmy.
Jimmy. Falcons need a quarterback. Anybody you see working there? I think again,
it
Jimmy.
Would have to be Baker.
You think Baker?
With that, it would have to be Baker. If anything, I'm surprised Muggs is not traded for Jordan Love.
I'm not.
Like you not trying to see what he got at least?
Not in a trade.
Yeah, you just want to have.
Hey, you want to come here for free? Shout out to you, but I'm not trading for you.
They like, listen, you got 1 more year. They're not picking up your option anyway.
Got 1 more year, dog. And then we're talking about Seattle because San Fran's got their QB. They think Cardinals and Rams all have their QB. So you talk about Seattle, you talk about Carolina. There's teams that need a QB out here, and I think that speaks to dog, like the value of Baker Mayfield right now. Like the NFL don't believe in him.
Well, I think it was just his attitude coming in. Like I get that you believe that dude, but it was like he was writing checks his mouth couldn't cash, bro. And then
Yeah.
I think, and like I said, Odell winning that Super Bowl kind of did him in.
Oh my God. By the way, Atlanta just said, forget it. They're done. Matt Ryan's trade will incur a dead cap hit of $40.5 million for the Falcons, the largest dead cap hit in NFL history. So that tells you what Atlanta's plans are next year. There's probably not a QB going there. Good
Hey,
Lord.
now I see why they said Marcus Mariota.
Good Lord. Yeah. Now Marcus Mariota makes sense, dog. Hey man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Appreciate y'all for showing love to the show.
How much you got?
Man, a lot of NFL news coming down to the end, dog. A lot of NFL news coming down to the end. I love it. I'm so excited. The football's so far away. Hey, Chicago Guards, that's a fact. They whiffed on Watson and said, hey, forget it. Hey, do we get Deshaun? No. Blow it up. Destroy the team. Sell it. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We will be back for Bulls live call as well tonight. Appreciate all the love you guys have shown. As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again, joined by the man formerly known as Ringo J. Stefan the Don. Ayo, Chicago. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.